Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Griftlands, where today is the final day of Rook's story, or Smith's story, I'm pretty sure. And the wind was pulled out of our sails just a tiny bit by our brother showing up and being real strange and also possibly imaginary. I honestly don't really know what to make of it. Let's just get out here and see what our friend Sweet Morif has cooked up for us. There's been this mysterious bile broker. Man, I don't want to spend any more time around bile brokers. It's just no good comes of it. You were looking for me? I gotta say, not sure what you'd want with a guy like me. I am. I hear you've been close to the Great Beaching. Not once, but many times. Is that true? Close might be a little strong. I've been within whiffing distance, but I wouldn't say we're on a first-name basis. I have a client who wishes to procure a genetic sample. It's dangerous work, and the Hessians would find it heretical. I require the assistance of someone who doesn't fear the cult. Oh, hey, maybe I can help you after all. I'm too intoxicated to fear anything. I'm feeling a little iffy on the beaching right now, though. What's your client want with the sample, anyway? A great and terrible truth. Their words. My payment in exchange for this service is information. They've promised to share what they know about this behemoth. You may receive shills, however. Yeah, shills are always good, but, I wouldn't hate learning a little bit more about the beaching myself. Oh, information is addictive. Here, take this vial. I need you to fill it with as uncontaminated a sample as you can manage. Once you've done so, head to the rendezvous point to meet with the buyer. Is that clear? I feel like maybe you could come with me? You're gonna come with me, ain't you? I can watch your back and get you close, but you're the real expert when it comes to this science stuff. And obviously Hesh will support this. This is a real Hessian endeavor. So what is her thing whenever you play oh, that's right, this thing. Okay. The Purple Haze. Well, I feel like duplicating Wild Rant. Right? It's gotta be. So, yep, boost it all out into another Wild Rant. We are definitely going to go through our entire deck incredibly quickly. Wow, that is 16 metal over there. Let's go unstable, or do I want to keep my red streak going for a moment? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I had a moment of hesitation there. Okay, so there's nothing left in our deck. At this point, it probably makes sense to do long-winded, even though we are resetting our red cycle there, just to get the deck reshuffled. Yep, all that stuff happened, and she's just like, what are you doing over there? Well, running out of steam just a little bit is what I'm doing. Open Mind doesn't really... And we have a number of zero-cost cards in our hand that would allow us to keep pushing the sequence forward. Yeah, alright. Well, we can do this at least. Okay, pretty great. This lets me land the Wild Rant. And I think we'll take Wild Rant and also draw a card. There we go. She's just going to keep making me play all of my cards forever. I think I would rather do the Dominance this time. I know that's not usually how we roll. Alright, draw cards, then discard cards, then draw cards, then discard cards. We're definitely going to boost it all out into Visionary Bully. I have too many cards in my hand. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that I think our deck is, like, pretty alright. So as things stand now, we could probably renounce for lethal. But why not do a little bit more work? Aw, it discarded my dominance card. Damn it, it keeps drawing and then I draw a card and then I immediately discard that card. So I need this to remain at 6. Yeah, we've got it. Right, this, that, and that are the expends. Yeah. That went pretty okay. I think she actually hurt herself. She helped us way more than she hurt us with that ability. So, ooh, replenish. Yeah, I'm going to take Visionary Simmer. That'll keep the cycle running forever. Draw 2 cards, then expend. I like it. Ooh, whenever a friendly argument is destroyed, reduce the cost of this card by 1 for the rest of the negotiation. I mean, it's not too good in our deck as things stand now, because this is the kind of thing where, like, you have to let the opponent have a turn. I'm not interested, really. Listen, most folks agree. I'm an idiot. And if I screw it up, then neither of us get any answers, right? I suppose so, if you are as idiotic as you claim. Though at least knowing your weaknesses speaks to your wisdom, if not your cunning. Oh, yeah, I'm hella wise. And my wisdom suggests we work together on this. Very well, lead on then. And please, be sure to keep me safe, as you promised. Bile brokers aren't welcome on the beach. Gee, I can't imagine why. Alright, let's do it. Alright, bud, you ready to mosey? Yes, I believe so. This is exciting. I love the sea, when the Hessians tolerate me to be near it. Okay. Thanks for your help, pal. I don't know that you actually contributed anything, because I did kind of go nuts there. I hope we haven't accidentally stumbled on the most fun strategy for him on our first run with him. It's early in the day, but Admiralty and laborers are busy preparing the beach for the Deltrian visitors. Fortunately, you're good at pretending you belong. You puff out your chest and walk around to the back of the behemoth, looking down your nose at any laborers who glance your way. What, I'm a very pompous pearly, what? Unsurprisingly, you're soon approached. One too many watts, perhaps. Someone's coming. Excuse me, sir, but the bile brokers have been prohibited from accessing this site. I am in an isolated location where I can just murder her. Alta will dislike you. Not if she's dead. But I suppose we could just talk her... oh, she does like us already. You know what? Yeah, I'm just going to convince her we're here on official business. Excuse you indeed. Don't you know who I am? I do very much enjoy the function of our deck, so... yeah, we probably duplicate the 0-cost Wild Rant. That seems like a winner. Oh, it doesn't keep the cost reduction. So, boost it all out. Then I guess we name drop now so that our string of red cards can be as long as possible. And I probably do want to just open with dominance. Okay, now let's do it. Let's do some damage here. Definitely a Wild Rant followed by Bravado, then probably Rooted Unyielding followed by Bravado. It's a pretty solid start. I think we should play Wild Rant. Okay, then I actually have to spend some points here. Actually, can I just Visionary Renounce you to death? I think I can. Right, if I just play this and we expend this and this and this and this and... Yeah, that's lethal, right? What an incredible deck. Force all friendly... Yeah, no thanks. Relax, bud. This here's my physician. I got a bad case of the blues, you see? On account of how my parents got crushed by this big blob over here. You mean... That's right. I'm a banquad. People should recognize me. Of course, sir. I'll just inform the high priest that you're here, shall I? We'll have someone show you around in a sanctioned manner. The priest scuttles off. Appropriate, considering it's the beach. Well, if I had known you'd have made it so easy, I might have brought more vials. Yeah, well, no time for regrets. Looks like you got about 3 minutes to do the thing. Yeah, I'm on it. The bile broker moves quickly, unwrapping some tools from a wax-treated envelope and digging deep into the behemoth's blubber. I have it. Now to see about getting some answers. Yes, I would also like some answers. The rendezvous isn't anywhere remarkable, but you smell something like overturned earth, deep and musky. Hail, Pak. We've brought the sample, as requested. Now you'll tell me of the Roalok, yes? Show me the sample first, then I'll answer your questions. The vial is sealed, but Pak takes the sample with long leaden tongs. Hey, what's the deal here, buddy? That behemoth's been on the beach for days. Plenty of time to work its mischief indeed. The beaching was merely the beginning. Whatever parasite created the behemoth, it has moved on to a new host. One Vixmali Banquad, if I'm not mistaken. Now that is a sample I'd like to collect. What the... Vix, what do you mean Vix got a parasite? Ah, a friend of yours, this Banquad? I'm afraid you'll have to kill him. That is, assuming you want to save the world. Sorry, what? I spoke plainly. Process this information as you will, but do not plague me with your rhetorical questions. Ha, plague. That's a little joke, you see. Hold up, I'm gonna need some more information about the things you just said. Look, I'm trying to wrap my head around... What does my brother have to do with the end of the world? He's a jackass, but not like a maniacal one. He can't destroy a whole planet. Destroy? Certainly not. But remake, yes. Vixmali, your brother, I see, is host to a force as old as the Vagrants. Even older, perhaps. You're familiar with the Roalok. Yeah, sure. Gross goop that mutates anything it touches. The bile brokers manage its tides. But once every 1,000 or so years, the neap tide drowns even the most adaptable swimmers. With your brother acting as its champion, the Roalok will consume everything on this planet and remake it as it sees fit. Coyote will fly, Kradeshi will drown, or perhaps the other way around. It's unlikely our consciousness will survive the transformation to even remember a time when things were different. Okay, that does seem bad. Let me make sure I got this. The Roalok, the floating turd mass the bile brokers mine for medicine and stuff. It's aware and also evil? Don't be foolish. It's no more evil than the wind or the sea. It is a natural part of this planet. It comes, it remakes, then it rests. The Vagrants didn't know about that middle part, of course, which is why none of them are here to tell us their stories. No way. Kradeshi are as old as the stars. We got Vagrant ships with our faces on them. Yes, and perhaps those are your ancestors. Or perhaps it's just a passing resemblance. Would you like to test your luck and see what the Roalok makes of you now? This is remarkable. We've never underestimated the danger of the Roalok, of course. And my brethren and I have often discussed the possibility of, well, of what could go wrong. A worst-case scenario. I need to sit down. So what about Hesh? Ain't it got anything to say about this? Hesh? Your god from beneath the sea? If it does exist, then it's as much a creation of the Roalock as you are. And it stands to lose just as much. Where I come from, Hesh is a name spoken only by outsiders. And soon, it won't be a name spoken at all. Okay, this is really scaled out beyond the thing where I get real drunk and I punch people on the beach. And what about you? How do you know all this, huh? Deep in the bog, there's an old memory. A consciousness as ancient as the squelching mud beneath our feet. It is often confused, and its grasp on the present is brittle. But it burbles in our ears as we sleep, and my brethren and I have been able to glean certain truths from its ramblings. Many of us worshipped that consciousness, until recently. Perhaps I'm just in the mood to test boundaries. But if you can stop your brother, I'd love to see you succeed. Look, I'm not going to pretend to have any clue what you're talking about. But if this is a problem that can be solved with fists, I'm pretty sure I can fix it. An ancient problem warrants an ancient solution. Your fist should do just fine. Alright, I'm going to need backup for this. I need to go have a drink. I mean, a think? No, actually, probably both. Okay. Well, that's pretty wild. That feels like a big change. Friend Alta is lost and confused and could use a soundboard or get a spark shot. Yeah, let's go meet up with Alta. Alta looks startled as you enter the clearing and rises from her kneeling posture. Hey, it's Alta. Listen, don't let me disturb you. If nature calls, you gotta answer. No, I'm just out here praying to Hesh. It's just, well, I'm not sure if the almighty tentacle is listening. Oh, hey, don't feel so bad. Our great jellyfish friend ignores me all the time. I just wish I knew what to do. So, I can pray a bit with you. I can suggest moving to Murder Bay. I don't know if that's a good move for anybody. I'm going to encourage Alta to keep the faith. Hey, you just keep doing what you're doing. And I promise, one day you'll be down in that dark abyss with Hesh. You're right, this is just a test of faith. Thanks, Smith. Alta goes back to kneeling in prayer as if the exchange never happened at all. And somehow that thing I said was encouraging, I guess. Well, happy to have helped? Question mark? We still don't have any money. I didn't get paid for anything today. I won't tell you again, Jerna. Move that Oshnu or I'll have it towed straight to the noodle shop. Look, I'm trying. He's just anxious. He's never seen this many people on the road before. Give me a second to calm him down. We'll get out of your way. You've had more than enough seconds. I'm calling the butcher. Hey, what's the holdup, huh? I got places to be. Hesh, it's my Oshnu meat shield. He won't come out of its shell and it's causing a jam. Meat shield is a heck of a name for a pet. Yeah, well, once the butcher gets here, that Oshnu will become jam. Is that how butchering works? What? I mean, we're gonna kill it and move it, and then move it out of the way. Weird threat, but okay. I am not attacking an Oshnu. Never would I do such a thing. The Oshnu is stubborn and is difficult to negotiate with. All right, that's fine. Did it just say keep that beast away from me? Is that a thing that just happened? Very strange. So what's your deal? Every third turn, retracts into its shell, shielding its core argument. Well, we'll see if we can't prevent that from even becoming the issue. I guess the simmer into the nepotism? And then we wild rant some more? Okay, boost it all out. This is what we were looking for. Alright, may as well do this now. Okay, I think we can break our red streak. We just played most of our bravado stuff. Okay, well that's a shame. That didn't really do anything for me. Are we actually in a place where we want to just open mind? I think I play this just to get it out of the deck before I go reshuffling. Yeah, we kind of hit a soft wall here. All right. Yeah, visionary. Let's long-winded. Let's do Pale Quip into a Renounce. So we're not going to get anywhere near clearing the fight. And I'll drop these. Okay. That was a pretty respectable amount of damage. I believe I have been slimed. Draw one less card at the start of your turn. At the end of your turn, remove one Oshnu slime. Okay, it's not such a big deal. Let's rant. Okay, so my deck is out of, or it was out of red cards. Oh yeah, we reshuffled, right? Because I did a draw. So I guess I'm gonna get dominance here. There we go. I probably should have played open mind there. We almost certainly were going to get the win either way. All right, the memorization implant has leveled up. Choose up to 2 cards in your hand to duplicate them. Okay, seems pretty solid. And hey, what a surprise! Enduring Wild Rant. And not even thinking about it, they're all green. Just move to the side there, and then you can hunker right back down again. From one layabout to another, huh? You seem to have made a connection with the Oshnu. Yeah, I do that. Who emerges fully from its shell and moves off to the other side of the road. Good Oshnu meat shield. Oh, thank Hash. And thank you, Smith. You certainly have a way with the snails, huh? Here, for your troubles, and for saving my meat shield. Wow, that's a lot of money. To just, like, give a stranger on the street, right? I have 79 metal. I mean, we may as well, right? Alright, let us commit some metal. We probably want to increase our maximum health. I mean, I kind of want to just, yeah, let's just go deep on this, right? And also resolve. And we have some flourish points. So both of our flourishes are pretty okay as it is. This one's not amazing. Apply composure, then attack them all for 3 damage. Huh. Why would you want to attack your own arguments? Is there something... There must be some mechanical value there that I'm missing. 6 damage to all opponent arguments. Oh, man. Oh, man. Give me that. Give me that one. Also, I love that art. The art of this game is so good. We have 12 points available. We can almost get to Inner Rage 2. I'm going to just hold off. Because these points are shared between the characters. We might want to buy an upgrade on somebody else with them. All right. I'm going to leave now because you're creeping me out. Let's go talk to Sweet Marif, who never creeps me out. Smith, you look rough. Did that bile broker do something to you? You tell Sweet Marif about what you just learned, and he takes it about as well as you did. So, Vix is gonna destroy the world. That's what the bogger made it sound like. Only, it's not him, is it? It's the parasite or whatever. I thought Kradeshi were good about getting dewormed. I think this one might be a little tougher than that. So let me get this straight. If you go ahead and beat up your brother, which you were planning to do anyway, Then it'll make me some kind of hero, right? I guess I always knew I was destined for greatness. Or destined to be the first one to the slaughter, maybe. It's got to be at that assembly tonight, yeah? You're gonna need help. I'll put the word out. Let your allies know they should gather. I do have a lot of people who count as allies. I guess we're ready to just go to it, right? Ugh, I hate waiting. Gives me an upset stomach. Well, you are at a bar, and it wouldn't be like you to go into a fight responsibly. What do you say? One last open tab? Aw, sweets. You're a good friend. If we both get mutated into some new kind of slime mold or something, I hope we're still pals. Yeah, I think so. You tend to grow on people. I get it. You pass the hours fortifying yourself for the night ahead. Night falls and the bar clears out. Seems all of Pearl on the Foam is planning to be at the beach, if not take advantage of the empty streets. And here's my brother. Right, last one for the road. Can't put it off any longer. Well, the reinforcements are here. Can't say it stands up to your schoolyard entourage, but it's better than nothing. What, this is everyone? Everyone who came when called, anyway. Maybe there's a few people in the grave who might have had your back, but can't ask them. So, what you thinking? You got a plan for getting close to Vix? Oh, I'm gonna crash the party, aren't I? Everyone in the Pearl is gonna be there, which means everyone who hates you will have the perfect chance to show it. These friends you got here all have better ins than you do. Use them. I guess I could send someone to waylay some other handsome Kradeshi and steal his invite. Could do. Or maybe one of them can work with the caterers, get everyone a little too tipsy. Hard to see you if they've clouded their vision with drink. Huh, you know, that's the exact kind of wishful thinking and foolish optimism that usually gets me where I'm going. I know, I'm learning. You look at the assembled crowd and consider your options. Okay. So Teutaro is going to travel with you. I mean, let's talk to Theru first, I guess. You can't be serious. Taking on Vix directly in front of Deltrians, no less? Even if you survive, the family name certainly won't. Rue, you realize that if we don't do this, there won't be no family. Or there will be, but it'll just be a big pile of mutant. I'm not actually sure how this works. And yet I'm supposed to follow you into a confrontation. Against Vix Mali, no less. Hey, if you don't want to, don't let me stop you. I'm the last of us who should talk to you about duty or whatever. What exactly is your plan? Well, what do I think our brother, the civilian entrepreneur, is going to be better at doing? Alright, mess with the catering. I want to sneak in without roughing up too many Deltrians. Even I know that's not good for the family line. So you think you can talk to the domestics, get them to go heavy on the booze? Well, certainly. I can even provide the booze if that's all you need. I appreciate that you're thinking ahead. Alright. So can I recruit everybody to do stuff? Revolution treating you alright, seemly? As well as can be expected. But if you really take down Vix Mali, I think I can expect a little bit more. How can I help? Well, it wouldn't hurt to have some ID. How would you feel about beating up a Pearly who looks just like me, huh? Well, I suppose that'd be fun. But I don't know any Pearlies who look just like you. Except you. And I don't think you're who you're talking about. You got time. Just look for a handsome Kradeshi. We can't be that rare. I'll do my best. Hello, Smith. I thought I could find you here. You're not going to start any trouble, are you? No, of course not. I just wanted to tell you that I'm around for a while, and if you need some help, I'm available to hire. Oh, how generous of you. I'm giving you the friends and family rate, friend. Well, I can't hire him, but I can... Ooh. I can get hard knocks. That seems pretty good. Alright, you managed to capture his loyalty. Don't waste it. Did you know about this thing? Did I know that your brother is infested with an ancient parasite that will alter the DNA of every creature on the planet? I'm honored you think so much of my prescience. Okay, that was a lot of big words when I know would have done just fine. What we knew was that Vixmali was behaving strangely, and that the beaching was likely dangerous. The two in combination warranted investigation. And sure enough, you've uncovered a threat to all Heshdom. You should be proud. So, what next? Well, if Vixmali is going to unleash a mutagenic wave upon Haveria, tonight certainly seems like the night to do it. What with the Deltrian and Rentorian emissaries gathered, that's a good start. Whatever you do, you should keep him away from anyone he could infect. You know, the Bulgar I talked to seemed to think maybe Hesh was just a leftover from the last time this happened. Is that right? You don't seem all that fussed. The Roalok and Hesh are both bigger things than I could ever claim to know. But I've studied long and trained hard to be a servant of the Abyss. The meditations of some feral philosopher aren't exactly the stuff revelations are made of. I don't know. I do feel like I have been given a number of revelations by a feral philosopher here. Alright. Seemly will go ahead to obtain party credentials. Thru will blend into the party and be able to provide backup. Teutaro travels with me, and... oh boy. I still feel like I'm in way over my head. All eyes are on you. People are scared and looking for leadership. Well, let's do this thing, I guess. You ready, Seemly? Ready as I'm ever going to be. See you on the other side, Grifter. The room empties. Be careful, Smith. It's been nice having you back in town. I've been in tougher scraps before. You don't need to worry about me. Sweet Marif returns to the bar and starts chopping onions for the night's stew. There you go. Let's go. Why is everyone being so serious? Not like we got the fate of the world to deal with, huh? Alright, go save the Hesh-besotted world. I guess let's give it a try. You get close to the party and Seemly approaches you. I got an invite. Who is this? This doesn't look anything like me. Hey, I tried my best. Just, make it work. Seemly returns to the party. You wait for her to blend in and then follow. Stop right there. This is an invitation-only event. Well, I've got an invite right here. This clearly isn't you. Says you. Hey, that's my ID. Oh, it's Fulo. Hey, that's my ID. Explain yourself right now. I am going to convince you that this is totally my ID. Alright, so I'm curious what Theru is going to give us. Okay, the hush money thing. That's not too big a deal. Probably... Actually, none of this stuff is too great. I guess we could take a duplicate on the long-winded. That's probably pretty good. Oh, right, up to 2 cards. Also unstable. Damn it. Well, it did still create the duplicate, so that's in our deck at least. So, at the end of Watsky's turn, Incept planted evidence arguments until Smith has 2. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, I guess let's get going. That's pretty solid. Hand's a little too full, but, we'll get there. Okay, so I'm going to play Pale Quip just to empty our hand a little bit. Then, time to get long-winded. Pretty solid, actually. Do it again. Okay. That open mind was not great. That was not an awesome moment for it. Let's play this and get the dominance. And then go on a wild rant. This seems pretty solid here. Okay. Let's just get that out of the way. Alright, not too bad. We probably want... Bully into Resonance is lethal? I think. Yeah, because we just expend this and this and that. There we go. Random targeting did its best to ruin our game, and it couldn't even get there. Apply 2 composure to all friendly arguments, increased by 1 for each hostile card played this turn. Yeah, I don't think we want any of this. You convince them that it is you on the invitation somehow, and Fulo gets the boot. He's having a rough week. Wow, that worked. You're in the party. The hoi polloi of the Pearl are generally milling about, making shady deals, and generally having a good time. And wait, what's this? Is that free booze? Oh dear, it is. We do not, in fact, need to restore resolve. I'm going to skip this round. Uncharacteristically, you abstain. There's a little bit more on the plate here than usual. A little more at stake. Are you growing as a person? Lost in thought, you bump someone's arm, causing them to spill their drink all over their fancy clothing. Well, this is what happens. Sir, I demand satisfaction. You see through the haze of anger that it's some high muckety-muck straight from Deltree. Of all the arms to bump, you had to choose one that's an international incident. Some members of the crowd turn to pay attention. You have an audience, and I cannot pay for the cleaning, so I guess this is a duel. All right, let's do this. We are not going to kill him. Also, it kind of seems like my squad here does not understand the meaning of duel. So we could open up with a long damnation. I don't think that's too bad. Yeah, I'm doing it. 6 extra power ought to make some of this stuff land a little bit heavier. So we'll land a great big headbutt here, followed by just a couple stacks of bleed. And screw this guy for attacking my sweet Bort with a piercing attack. What kind of monster do you have to be? Well, Mirrored Kiss the Fist seems like a pretty solid open. I'm going to accept his surrender. We've drawn enough attention to ourselves. I do feel pretty powerful, I have to say. Turn 2 metal, gotta resolve, got to level up our headbutt. Usually 2 impair is enough, I feel like. And then, if your target has trauma, apply a wound. That is pretty good. Or, hey, look, it's Sal. Hooray. Whenever you take damage on your turn, gain adrenaline. Nah, I'm good. Okay, I yield. You Havarians are as tough as you are rude. Yeah, well, you too, buddy. Nailed the comeback, as usual. You blend back into the crowd. Eventually, the house music swells, and the crowd turns to face the beaching. Vixmali himself saunters out onto a platform on top of the great beast. I like our brother just slowly getting drunk in the background at that last shot. Vixmali steps up to the mic, and if you train your eye real close, you can almost see the way his skin shimmers. Hesh was a gift, and we have spent 1,000 years squandering it. Perhaps the next time around, we will all learn to be just a bit more grateful. Wait a minute. Okay, he's doing it. He's waiting a minute. Ah, Hesh's stingers. That was a slippery climb. Whose bright idea was it to do this on top of the behemoth anyway? Yours or the hitchhikers? I see you saved up your irreverence for this occasion. Hey, you're not the only one who can drop by unannounced with a mouthful of marbles. You're sick, Vix. That's why you kicked me out of the family, right? I'm not mad anymore, I get it. I kicked you out of the family because you're a waste of sea salt. You're a parasite sucking on resources and feeding your waste to whatever hangers-on you've attracted. Mother always said you were good at making friends, that once you'd sown your oats, you would benefit the family. But that's never been it. You just gather flies, eager to feast on whatever fester you've created. Oh. Okay. Hey, you know what? I am still mad. I kind of want to attempt to reconcile, but I also kind of want to just kill the hell out of him. Vix Molly will dislike you. I mean, we came here to solve a problem with our fists, right? I'm doing it. I am the aggressor. You're right. Fine. Vix Molly hates you. Aw, gnarled effigy. Bummer. That's a bane that actually does matter. Okay, man's got a gun. He's going to shoot me very hard in my face parts, unless I stun him immediately, which I think I will. And then, do I want to batter up? I mean, we may as well. Get that bleed attached nice and early. So whenever Cardinal Vix Molly's attacks cause health loss, the target permanently loses 2 max HP. Interesting. I guess that's a way of countering the effectiveness of Moxie. Okay, so I would love to get to apply 2 wound. All right, got ourselves a little bit of adrenaline. That'll work. It's a start. So I think I want to draw here. Let's get a little bit of information. That was a pretty good pull. So yeah, shatter into mirrored kiss the fists feels pretty solid here. Holy hell, I do a lot of damage. Vix Molly is indifferent toward you. Are we good now? You're such an ass, Vix. You always were. But I guess it takes one to know one. Vix stumbles to the ground. And then the ground opens up and swallows you both. You fall for what feels like too long and land with a squishy thud. Just when you think you'll never breathe again, you land ankle deep in sickening bile. The belly of the beast lays open before you, and it is truly disgusting. Hash, if I get out of this, I swear I'll stop making sweets do all the cleaning. Hold on a second. I'm gonna level this card up real quick here. So yeah, definitely just lower the cost. I'll do my fair share. I'll even clean out the shower drain. Vix, where are you? Oh dear. He seems to be having sort of a rough go of it. Suckers of the abyss. What the hesh? Yeah, oh boy. We can probably fix this. This is probably fine, right? You just gotta, throw it all up. I will consume me and the memory of me and the memory of the memory. Okay. I can see we're gonna have to do this the other way. Defeat Mutant Vix. Fighting alone on this one. Okay, I believe you. Your head will be one with your ass if you don't shut up. You tell him. Okay, let's figure this out. Drink and also chain. So, for the moment, all you have is... Well, I probably want to go ahead and apply the all-rounder. Right, we may as well fire it now, just in case we get the chance to do it again. Plus, applying some trauma right away is probably a good idea. Alright, so 4 bottles. Then we do this into drinking some more, and then maybe I don't fire the drink chain first. Maybe we just do batter up into kiss the fists. Yeah, I think that's probably the case. Okay. And I'm not even going to bother. All right, he's summoned his gaseous herd. At the end of the mutant Heshbladder's turn, it gains 1 inflated. Okay. And so he's on 9 trauma here. We are going to get to push him over the top. Do I want long damnation? Maybe we hold off on that for a turn or two. He's got a lot of health and everything. Vix of Hesh's next attack applies a bile debuff. Whenever you drink, discard a random card in your hand. What? Yeah, alright. I'm going to skip damnation for the moment. Okay, 2 power. Pretty good pull. Yeah, absolutely. Do that. So that's traumatized you. And then we give him the drop kick. And I duck. Aha, take that, nerd. Okay, so... we don't have a super compelling turn here so far. Draw me 3 cards. Let's find something to do. Threshold 10, apply 1 stun. Seems pretty solid, given the situation. And then... we're not going to be able to kill either of the Heshbladders this turn. I should have played Smith's Bottle first. No matter which thing I was going to do, I should have... yeah. Well, boo. Do I want to do the adrenaline one just to produce more bottles? Probably not. Maybe I just ignore the Heshbladders? I probably shouldn't. Alright, we'll just smash one of them real good and try to finish it off next turn. Oh, the Fetor. Okay. That's not great. So I think there's a pretty good chance we can use this overdriver to just one-shot this thing if we're smart here. Yeah. Keep drinking. Never stop drinking. Gain 3 adrenaline, apply 3 trauma. I think I want gain 3 adrenaline. I guess it doesn't actually matter because we don't have enough attack cards to even do useful stuff entirely here. And then I kind of want to just... I do kind of want to just hit the overdriver, right? Like, this is so much damage. How could I not do it on the boss? Ow. Okay, it's a lot of damage. So, at this point, we should probably do something about all these dudes. I am going to throw a quick stun on you. And then... 7's not quite going to cut it. We need to... There we go. Do I want to burn a bottle to try to draw a card? We could draw some stuff that would be relevant. I hate to just throw a bottle away. But, yeah, that was relevant. Okay, so he's going to buff up here. Do I want to dumpster dive? Yeah, let's see if we can find... All right. This is probably an okay time for damnation. And then I'm assuming we don't need to hit you right now. So maybe I just go to... Yeah, let's just go to his face for a bunch. Okay, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Well... Let's open with boosted swig. Power 2, not bad. Apply 2 wound. Hit him with the long night. And then we just give ourselves... Yeah, just give ourselves 7 defense. I mean, it's not awesome, but it's fine. Oh, the bile. I'm always covered in garbage. What is this doing? Cannot gain power or adrenaline. Temporarily remove all power and adrenaline. Yeah, that's a shame. We do have a pretty solid batter up here, although, of course, I hate to... Here, let's fire that for sure. We'll... fracture you. And then we batter up really hard. Okay, we got some decent bleed out there. So, this would be lethal then, with the amount of bleed we've put up. I think I am going to do that. Alright, we'll dodge the actual attack here. And then, dude's only got 40 health left. We're pretty close. I need to drink. Let's gain adrenaline. And then... Long night... No, shatter into long night. Other way around. Alright, sapping bile's about to run out. I think I'm going to hit myself with the lucid toughen up. And here comes the flourish again. Okay, but I mean, now the sapping thing is worn off, and now we're just going to tear them apart, because I have 11 power. Yeah, let's just drop him. That sapping bile is actually really bad. It's very powerful against me. Vixmali is dead, but you don't feel that you were the one to kill him. Yeah, that's a fine justification. Let's not be here anymore. Hold on. Let's level up my cards. I know we're probably done, but I still want to level up my cards. Drink 3. Yep, that's the one. And then... Ooh. 2 wound for only 1 bottle. I'll take it. Let's get the hell out of here. You emerge from the behemoth's carcass to find yourself the center of attention, which makes sense considering you're covered in rotting blubber. When it's clear you're the only survivor, the crowd begins to turn on you in outrage. You scan the crowd for a friendly face, but you might just be alone. You're soon overshadowed, though, a sensation you're familiar with, growing up with the siblings you had, but this time, the shadow is literal. You follow the gaze of the crowd up as a giant tentacle erupts from the sea, and with puckers as red as the tide, latches on to the bloated carcass of the behemoth. It drags the creature below the waves, leaving only an outline of where it lay. And you. Okay, I'm going to take advantage of this distraction to leave immediately. Alright, we got ourselves access to Smith Brawl. And an ending, I assume?
To say things were different after that would be an understatement. With Vixmali dead, the cult struggled to interpret the Beeching's true meaning. Was it a blessing, a test, or a challenge? The Banquad name brought controversy and doubt to the cult. If you could challenge Hesh, then maybe so could others. and you didn't do much to dissuade them of the notion. Building a family has its challenges, but you made do with the resources available. Some days were better than others. Other days, you were worried you'd wake up dead. Saru's first marriage didn't work out, and you made him work a bit for permission to have his second. But at least he promised to make you the best man. It took a while for the pilgrims to clear out, but they soon learned there wasn't anything especially divine about Pearl on the foam. Maybe they chased their faith elsewhere, or found they'd lost it somewhere in the chaos. Seemly's movements puttered along in the shadows, bolstered by good news from elsewhere in Haveria. It wasn't easy keeping the domestics on board. Proximity to wealth is one hell of a drug. But whatever strange mysticism she believed in was enough to keep her going. There hasn't been any sign of the Rolock again, though every now and then a rumor bubbles up and lingers like sea foam. You never saw Ty again, at least not face to face. But every now and then, a shadow catches the edge of your eye, and you know you're being watched. And when you weren't minding the family's affairs, you found other reasons to stick around. Even with the rumors knocking at your ears and the unrest rumbling beneath your feet, you kept your footing. After all, if there was one thing you know best, it's how to live in the moment.
Okay, but point of order, I definitely don't have ears. Well, that story got pretty weird. I mean, in a good way, but still weird. Alright, what do we got here? The Classic and the Onslaught. Replace all brag cards in your deck with bully cards. Oh, that's neat. Classic Smith. Gain dominance and vulnerability. Blind. Attack with this card 2 times. Selects target randomly. It's weird that that has a keyword when there are so many cards that target randomly and they don't use that keyword. Attack once per trauma on your target. Damage of this card cannot be increased, but still seems potentially very powerful. Expend up to 3 bottles. Attack a random target and apply 1 trauma per card expended. And Desperation. While you have less than 50% health, this card... Okay, so that's fun, because you can dance across that line with Moxie. The VIP negotiation cards. Gain 2 renown for every person that loves you. Oh, that would have been really powerful for us. I mean, except that, obviously, using renown requires you to hit the end turn button sometimes. Renown 5, this card deals double damage. Renown 10, this deals triple. That's cool. Renown 10 costs 2. Renown 15 costs 0. Card deals bonus damage equal to your Moxie. This just doubles your Moxie. Next turn, ooh. It costs an action from next turn. That feels pretty rough. And increase your Moxie by 1 this turn, and then alleviate 2 health, and chains into... Okay. Increase your Moxie and immediately trigger it. That's kind of neat. Choose a card in your hand, play it twice with a random target, and then expend it. Duplicate a friendly argument and have the result. Okay, so yeah, you cut it in half, and that seems fine, I guess. It lets you use some of your stacks. It lets you like escape some of your stacks of renown from a damage effect, which I guess has some value. Duplicate the next argument you create. Again, definitely seems like it's renown focused. Power and Adrenaline are twice as effective on this card. That seems very cool. Drink, gain 2 power, and yeah, that seems all right. So, is this a card itself, or is this a card that you can pull from your flask? I wonder if that is adding a card you can pull from your flask, because it's certainly designed like all of the other flask drinks, right? Whenever you spend renown with a card, deal 3 damage to a random opponent argument. That's an interesting... It's an interesting way of interfacing with that linear. Spend up to 4 renown to apply 1 compose. Yeah, all right. Again with the composure. There's so much composure stuff in his negotiation deck. Spend up to 2 renown to create a bait argument with 2 maximum resolve per renown spent. Expend empty bottles, gain 3 defense per bottle. Expend up to 2 empty bottle cards from your deck and heal 2 health per bottle. And that doesn't even expend, like the recycle itself. That seems very powerful. Alright, we've unlocked ourselves another level of prestige. And obviously, we're going to be going back. We're not done here. We're going to be going back and trying some more runs, pursuing some other strategies. And I do want to see what these brawl modes are like. And then, of course, there are daily challenges and stuff, too. That obviously is going to be it for us for today. When you come back tomorrow, next time, I'm not exactly sure what we'll maybe we'll do a daily, maybe we'll try out some brawl or something. There's a lot of stuff left to explore here in the Griftlands. And we'll see you then.